All right, so we got the U.S. Constitution. The U.S. Constitution is made up of three main parts. You've got the beginning, which is the preamble. I made a video before about what the preamble is. I encourage you to look at that. Then you've got the main body of the article, the main body of the Constitution, which is the articles. Article 1 deals with the legislative branch. So L for legislative, that's the Congress. It explains what the Congress does, what the legislative branch does. So that's Article 1. Article 2 creates the executive branch. Okay, that's the president and everything underneath the president. All that stuff, the powers, responsibilities of the president and the executive branch are contained in Article 2. Article 3 is the judicial branch. Okay, that's the courts, the national courts, the federal courts. All of that is contained in Article 3. So if you know legislative, executive, judicial, then you've got the first three articles of the Constitution. Okay, Article 4 of the Constitution explains the relationship between the national government and the state governments. Pretty simple. Article 5 explains how we amend the Constitution. Now, there are two ways. The main way that you need to know for my class is the first main way, that's the only one that's ever been used, which is the following. 2/3 of both houses of Congress need to approve the amendments. Once 2/3 of both the House and the Senate, so both houses, once they've approved it, it goes to the state legislatures, the state governments. And 3/4 of the state legislatures, the state governments, need to approve. Okay? So in short, the way we remember this is simply by clapping. 2/3 of both houses, 3/4 of all states. 2/3 of both houses, 3/4 of all states. Okay? That's Article 5. Article 6 is pretty simple. It's known as the Supremacy Clause. It explains that the U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the land, meaning that the Constitution is above everybody's head. At the beginning of the year, I described rule of law as being like an umbrella, okay, meaning everybody's equal under the law. In this case, the Constitution is the umbrella. It is the thing that is over everybody. The Constitution is like the playbook. It's like the instruction manual. It tells the people in the government, no matter whether it's national government or even the state governments, exactly how they're supposed to do their job. All of that is contained in Article 6. Finally, we've got Article 7. Article 7 just explains how the Constitution was needed to be ratified. Okay? That's pretty basic. Article 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, legislative, executive, judicial, the relationship between the states and the national government, how to amend the Constitution. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. And finally, how to ratify the Constitution. Okay? Good job.